Welcome back to Live with RXMuscle's Iron Road to the Olympia 2017. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today's guest is a figure sensation. She's having a crazy, intense year, and we got her here to talk about her Olympia hopefuls. The person I'm talking about is the Arnold Classic 2017 champ, Candice Lewis.
Yay! Oh my God, it feels so good to just hear that.
Not only Arnold Classic champ, but Arnold Australia champ as well.
Yes, yes.
You cleaned up. Not only did you clean up, but you beat Latorya Watts, who's the reigning Miss Olympia, which obviously gives you a lot of credibility going into the Miss Olympia competition, because now there's a rivalry. And I'm sure Latorya wants her revenge on you for defeating her earlier in the year. What's the strategy now going into the Olympia? The same?
The strategy, we definitely gotta have a different strategy, especially how I look, because I'm sure, they're going after that look that I brought to the Arnold stages. So just a little bit different strategy, nothing too crazy. I definitely want to play off what is best for my body and my structure.
Yeah, well, a lot of people think, and I've said this for years, I mean, you and Latorya were very close to each other. I felt that you always brought better conditioning to the stage, and it seemed like the past 2 years they kind of almost didn't reward conditioning, and then this year they rewarded conditioning, and you handedly beat her this year. So do you think the same, I guess you could say, protocol, or the same, I guess you could say, requirements are going to apply at the Olympia as well? Is that what you're hearing from the judges?
I'm not really hearing anything from judges, but because that was a great look for myself and something I've always, like you said, brought in the past, I definitely want to be conditioned, and I think that is how my body looks best. And yeah, if I, won something and I brought that package, I definitely want to continue to play off of that look I brought to the stage.
Now, when Latorya first hit the scene, I felt like there was no one even close to her who could even challenge her. I mean, she was so good. I thought she probably should have been Miss Olympia a year before she actually won it. And then you kind of burst onto the scene, and started making improvements, by, leaps and bounds, so to speak. And I think that a lot of people were shocked. I was shocked when I saw how good you looked at last year's Olympia, and I thought you actually could have been, you might have been higher. But going into the Arnold, it certainly was a very close race, and I think Latorya is going to have to step her game up if she's going to want to beat you at the Olympia. How does it feel having that kind of momentum going into a show, knowing that you've beat Miss Olympia 2 times already?
It definitely is a good feeling that I finally got a win at the Arnold, but the Olympia is a totally different ball game. I feel, you're Miss Olympia, you have that title, and I just feel like I'm still an underdog. I've never won a title before, so I'm still, hungry for that title, and I know she is hungry as well. Definitely, not placing like she would have hoped for at the Arnold. So I know she's working hard, but I'm hungry for a title. I don't have one yet, so I'm definitely going to bring the best package to this Olympia stage.
Quite frankly,
it's the best package the judges feel. Yeah.
Quite frankly, I think that the figure division, believe it or not, at the Olympia this year is really the most exciting, with the closest competition. And we can't really leave out Sydney Gillen, because she is phenomenal in her own right. And I think that on any given day, she could walk in there and beat the 2 of you. So it really is, in my estimation, a 3-horse race. And that adds a level of excitement that we haven't really seen in figure, because there always seems to be one person who's so dominant.
Yes. Yeah, it is. You just never know. You never know. We have different body types, and you never know what someone's going to do. We're all so hungry fighting. Sydney being 3rd 2 years in a row, at the Arnold last year and this year. So I'm sure she's going to bring a great package herself. I think, like you said, it's going to be one of the most exciting divisions to watch.
Let me ask you this question. Let's play armchair quarterback. Tell me what you like about Latorya's physique and what you think her weakness is.
What do I like? I mean, she has a great physique, top, physique in the world. I can say out of all the Figure Olympias. I like best she has a great back. I think her back is phenomenal, just structure-wise. Weakness, I would say just maybe bringing more condition.
Right.
I think she's strong in every body part, and it's just what she's going to bring to the stage that day.
And let's do the same thing with Sydney. What do you like about her physique? What makes it special? And then what do you think her weaknesses are?
I think her strengths are she's definitely a broader competitor. Same like Latorya, they're really big on top. I feel like I'm a little smaller and petite in that area. So definitely great structure on the back. I think her weakness would be her legs. And I don't want to say weakness because they're phenomenal in their own right, just like Latoya's back and her legs. So, yeah, everyone, just that little bit, that if they nail it, it's like it could be anyone's, championship, anyone's win.
Now let's do you. What do you think? What do you like best about your physique, and what do you think you need to work on?
I definitely like my conditioning, my legs. I finally figure out how to get those down and get some lines in there. So I think, my legs are great. Definitely, I would say my back. I'm a little bit smaller body-wise, I feel, like just not as a big competitor, more petite. So I definitely have to really work hard to make sure I'm comparable and with my back, and I think I am.
You certainly are. What did you do? What was the magic solution to getting those legs in shape?
Really, Dylan, his philosophy, my coach, Dylan Armbrust, his was just like, let's train them hard. And I've never was able to train them before because I've always been a track athlete. So I always had humongous legs. The conditioning of the legs was never there. So for years, I wouldn't train them heavy weights. I would just, do a lot of plyometrics. So, he was like, no, we're going to train them. We're going to beat them up, literally. So we really had some crazy leg workouts. Something I was so scared, like, I don't want to lift heavy. They're just going to blow up, But they got bigger and just really conditioned the muscle there.
Yeah, I think that's a good point you make. I think a lot of girls are afraid to train body parts because they think, I've always had big legs or I've always had big arms. But, big doesn't mean dense muscular,
Yes.
So sometimes dense muscle burns more calories, at rest, and you wind up getting leaner when you train something. So I think a lot of people have to, put that out of their mind. You can't not train a body part because then it becomes disproportionate with the rest of your body.
Yes, I agree. And that was just really the magic touch of just really getting there and hammering those legs, beating them up,
You signed a contract with Yamamoto Nutrition, who's our title sponsor of the Olympia coverage, which ironically is a nice little, I guess you could say, friendship that we all have together. I know that they've been very supportive of you, and I also know that you're doing a crazy European tour after the Olympia, which should be exciting, especially if you wind up winning the Miss Olympia competition. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, it's really exciting to kind of get over into Europe. I've never had the opportunity to, compete at the Arnold Europe, which Figure doesn't compete there anymore, but to see the fans there and to be able to really develop that friendship with Yamamoto Nutrition and be able to check out the facility and just learn more about, the industry as far as supplementation. I've been taking their products since I signed with them, and I just say, like, there's so many great products that work, and it's just a great time to be with them.
So you're going to the Arnold Europe, where I know they have a huge booth, and then you're going to the Czech Republic. What are you doing in the Czech Republic?
Yeah, I'll just be there with Yamamoto Nutrition, just kind of at the booth, signing autographs, maybe do some little supplement tours. I kind of don't know the schedule right now, but I'm just like, whatever you guys need from me, I'm there. It's going to be exciting to kind of see the fans over there also.
That's awesome. And then you're going to end the year in San Marino. We were out there last year, and it was a gorgeous, like mountain town in Italy. So you're going to have a great time there as well. And that's obviously their headquarters is right there. So Candice Lewis is on the map. Now, if you win the Olympia, okay, or even if you don't win the Olympia, what do you aim towards next? You save it for the Arnold, or I mean, what's the plan? Have you thought past the Olympia yet?
I haven't thought past it because that's my main focus right now is getting an Olympia title. You know, I really, really want that title. But after that, we kind of will talk with Dylan and my husband and see what's going on. I do have my own show this year that I'm teaming up with Upper Midwest. So it's called the Candice Lewis Carter Upper Midwest in March 28th. So that's something that also I have on my plate coming up in March 2018. So there's a lot of things that we kind of have to figure out. You know, that is my responsibility to make sure that show is ran correctly and it's a great show for the competitors there. So yeah, we just have not figured that out, but we definitely will start talking about that as soon as the Olympia is over.
Now, here's a question I have, because, you know, different people who've won the Olympia from the men's divisions to the women's divisions have done different things with the title. Some people, look at Arnold, became a movie star and an icon, you know. Corey Everson was a very well-known Miss Olympia over the years. And, you know, other people have done nothing. They've, like Iris Kyle, you know, she would go back into her shell and prepare for the following year or for the Arnold, and we'd only see her really pop out, you know, during competition time. If you were to win the Miss Olympia, this sounds like a Miss America, it sounds like a pageant question. If you were to win the Miss Olympia, what would you do with the title? Would you just kind of sit back and defend it, or do you have any other aspirations to use that title for different, you know, other, I guess, promotional aspects?
Yeah, I definitely will use that title to, one, you know, I would love to be in this industry forever. It's something I love. I do have about 17 competitors that train underneath me that I actually, you know, train and do their competition and everything like that. So I really want to use that title to just be an inspiration to other athletes on the pro stage or whatever it is. But once you get that title, I think it's a big deal, and you're able to, you know, use that for your advantage to, you know, make income and to inspire other people and say, hey, you know, this is what I did. You can do it too. It's something that I've dreamed of, to have that title. But besides even having the Olympia title, people are making huge, you know, waves in the industry with, you know, knowing their name and, you know, promoting shows and promoting health and fitness. So I just want to be able to be around for a long time. This is something I've been doing for 11 years, and I don't see myself going anywhere.
What about, like, you have any aspirations Hollywood-wise? Would you ever want to do a reality show or anything like that? Is that something that interests you, or no?
No, I'm not really a reality person. I've been doing some news stuff here in Denver, like Workout Wednesday for the past year. So I kind of want to, if the opportunity comes where I can do something within fitness, I would try it out.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, it sounds like you got all your ducks in order, so to speak, and you got the Olympia coming up in 2 weeks, and that's got to be super exciting. And you know, I'm looking forward to seeing this battle at the top. So, best of luck in the final weeks of preparation. We'll see you in Vegas, and I hope you win.
Oh yeah, I hope I win too. It's gonna be amazing. I just feel relaxed. Like, I came from Houston. Thank goodness I was able to get out of Houston last week with everything that's going in. My husband's actually stuck there right now. So I'm just praying he's able to get out, you know, so he can get to the Olympia also. But yeah, I'm just really excited. I just feel less stressed here being in Denver. My coach is here. So I feel good. I really feel good. And, you know, whatever happens, you know, I'm still going to be happy. I'm just really excited.
Of course, you know, I'm going to tell Latorya the same thing, that I hope she wins. Just want to let you know.
Yes, yes.
So you've been staying with Dylan up in Colorado?
Yeah, I have some friends here that I've been actually staying with, but Dylan was like, no, we're going after this title. So you have a great momentum. We just don't want to lose that. And he's like, I need you to come out. I'm like, okay, let me change my flight and let's go out there.
So that isn't disrupting your little schedule that you normally have back home?
Definitely not. We just moved there in June, so I feel more comfortable here because I have a massage therapist here. Dylan's here. I'm used to the gym here, so this is my comfort zone. So
gotcha.
So just everything's perfect being here.
Not to mention you escaped the storm, so I guess it was good luck to be there.
Oh my gosh, it was good luck. Like, I would have been stuck. I probably wouldn't have been able to go to the gym.
No.
I actually train at the Species gym there. with those guys there. So we have another connection.
Yeah, that's right, Kyle
yeah.
Watson, who's got the best gym in the world, and he tells me there's a lot of guys sleeping at the gym now because it's everyone's houses are flooded and stuff.
Yeah, it's so sad to see the pictures. It's just oh my God, it's just so sad. So I'm just praying for everyone's safety, and I think everyone's joining in together to rescue those people that are in need. Definitely, but it is definitely devastating to be able to witness what's going on and to see the aftermath of it.
Yeah, you know, I can relate to that because I lived through Hurricane Sandy in Long Island there, and I had a house on the water, 2 houses on the water actually, and they were both underwater, unfortunately. But you know what? When it was all said and done, and the insurance was paid, it wasn't so bad. It was just something you don't want to have to go through, especially when you're preparing for the Miss Olympia competition. So it was great that you got out of there, and I'm glad that you're not going to be inconvenienced by it in that sense. And have a safe flight over to Las Vegas.
Yes, thank you so much. You guys have a safe trip to Las Vegas. I'm sure I'll be seeing you guys around.
Absolutely. All right. We'll see you in Vegas. And that'll take us to the end of another episode of Live with RXMuscle's Iron Road to the Olympia, brought to you by Yamamoto Nutrition and Protan. I'm Dave Palumbo. We'll see you next time.